and welcome back to my Pacific Crest Trail journey. If you're new here, my name is Suzanne. I'm the writer-photographer for the blog Barking and Barkers, and that's Chloe Rue in the background, being cute. We've got a kick-ass mountain scene ahead of us. I am doing some four-wheeling in a Nissan Altima, so that's fun. But I wanted to share Glacier Peak with y'all. So many hikers don't get to see it this year because it's in a closure area right now due to a fire. So thought I would share this view from Hearts Pass. So if you haven't heard the last couple Captain's Log episodes, I am off trail due to injury. I have rhabdomyolysis, which was affecting my organs, and the doctor was like, you need to get off trail right now. Rest and drink, and here are 7 days of IV fluids. So that was kind of a not fun part of my journey, but I'm making the best of it and having a great time shuttling hikers around. So today I brought more to the story. Hold on, before I talk about shuttling people around. So I brought Seth up to Stevens Pass yesterday. He was gonna go Stevens Pass to Stehekin, and then he was planning to hop in my car from Stehekin and go up to Hearts Pass, which is where I'm driving from right now. And unfortunately, he got stopped because of a fire. So I was dropping him off while the ranger was putting up a sign saying the PCT is closed due to a fire that has just blown up. So he ended up riding up with me last night with a group, one girl who was really cool, who I had already arranged a ride from Stevens Pass up to Mazama, which it's a 3-hour drive. Like, it's not like a walk in a park. But the hard part is going from Mazama up to Hearts Pass. And that's where I'm at right now. It's an hour on this random gravel road, and it would be fine in my truck. Like, I could probably do 40 on this in my truck, but this little Nissan Altima is not the SUV I had requested, but they were awesome. Enterprise gave me a huge discount for this car, and even though it's just not ideal, it still has 5 seat belts, and it's, you know, we've been making the back situation work. So that's the situation. I got up here last night, free camped, not at the best spot, only because it was surprisingly busy, and we had a horse camp come in at 2 in the morning and shine their lights on us while they were getting all situated for a while, and then left like an hour later. So they woke us up again and shined their lights for a while, and then we had another camper come in just like super late / early in the morning, but that was like, they didn't bother us at all. They just like snuck in and parked, so it was like no biggie. God, this view is, it's the first time I can really see this because the smoke has cleared up. So it's so beautiful. Yeah, so anyway, the smoke situation has been a little bit scary, and I just dropped off hikers at Hearts Pass, and you can just see this huge smoke cloud. It just blew up, and it wasn't there this morning. So I'm really hoping there's not a new fire. We have gone by multiple rangers, and we talked to the ranger at the station up at Hearts Pass, and it's still open, still letting hikers through. Seems like the fire is being addressed, but I'm just really hoping I don't hear from Seth being like, hey, I can't get to the border, I need you to get me. Because yeah. But now I know I'm not going to take the border, and that sucks. Like, I was not in a good place this morning. I was really sad. I'm just feel like Chloe and I have worked so hard this summer, and we just had this dream in our heads of like what it would look like when we take Canada. Like, we had this whole idea, and we've been dreaming about it, and no, it's nothing spectacular. It's trees and a monument, and that's it. But it's so hard to not touch Canada. It really hurts. So now I know I won't be able to, because Seth has already started up there, and earlier when he was going to Stehekin, it would have given me time to heal, probably another week or a week and a half before getting my labs done again and seeing if I could hike. But now he's already up there, so he's probably going to get there tomorrow. It's just 30 miles to Canada and 30 miles back, because there's a special permit to hike into Canada, and it wasn't open when we started hiking, so we weren't able to get that. But yeah, it's crazy. However, I am making this meaningful in the best way that I can, and this morning I drove all the way up to Hearts Pass with a few hikers who needed a ride, including Seth, dropped them off, and he and Freya are making their way to the border. And then on my way back, I saw people hitching, and they had already tagged the border, and they were heading down to the Sierras, and they wanted to go to Trail Days in Cascade Locks, which is a really fun event that Cascade Locks hosts. I think it's a week long, but they were kind of figuring out how are they going to get there. They were really nervous because they're like, we have to go from Hearts Pass to, Leavenworth to get onto public transportation in order to get to Seattle, in order to get to Portland, in order to get to Trail Days. So they were really nervous about it. But then I just saw them hitching, and I pulled over, and it was the perfect amount of people. It was 4 hikers. They all fit in the car. It was a bunch of guys from Europe. They were so cool, and we just chatted. We had a great time, a great conversation. It was really fun because they had never shot a gun before, and being from North Dakota, that's something I'm super familiar with, and my family does frequently. But yeah, so we talked guns and hunting and all of that for a long time, and we just talked about some differences between Europe and the US and everywhere we've traveled and what we've seen. It was really fun. So I shared some fun stories with them from my adventures, and they shared some really fun stories with me from their adventures, and I got them all the way to Leavenworth, and they're able to get on a bus all the way to Portland from there. So that was really cool, that we figured that out and took care of my European friends. There's a guy from London, from the UK. There was another person from Belgium, and then 2 guys from Germany. So it was so much fun, and we had a really great time chatting. So that was so cool. And then I wasn't driving by myself all the way to Leavenworth, and I was feeling really sad because I just dropped off Seth, and I just processed I'm not going to be touching the monument. And yeah, they hopped in my car and kept me in good spirits the whole time. And that was really cool. And then I had arranged to pick up a crowd of hikers from Leavenworth today. So I was late for them because I did not realize it was an hour from Mazama up to Hearts Pass. So yeah, I thought it was like an easy hitch or something that like it'd be no problem for Seth to get from Mazama to the trailhead, and did not know it was an hour up a gravel road. Yeah, so anyway, I was really late and they were so cool, and we hung out in the air conditioning, we got tacos. They were mostly American, but there was one gal from Germany and she was really cool. And we got some pictures and they just thanked me for the ride and they were so grateful. So I think that's what's cool, is I'm staying connected to the trail. I get to talk to people from all over the world for like 3 hours straight. And we just get to know each other in a really cool way. So as much as it's like killing me that I'm not out there right now, I am doing my best to make the best of it, and I'm still making connections. I'm still feeling connected to the trail, and that's so huge to me. So yeah, I guess there's no more mountains there. You guys can look at Chloe now. So tomorrow I get to make this trip again, and it's gonna be a good day. We've got I think it's 3 hikers tomorrow, the 3 girls that I'll be bringing up, so that'll be good, a good crowd. And I'm probably just gonna do one trip because I am actually exhausted today. I thought, I could make 2 trips, but from Leavenworth it is a lot longer, and then for all the way up to Harts Pass, it's been just a little bit taxing on me. I did get my labs back today and they are looking promising, so that's the good news. And if Seth and I talk it through, there's potential we can run down and do at least some of the Sierras. I'm going to be really slow, but I hope I can see some of the Sierras this year, or at least summit Whitney. If I can just summit Whitney and get to Kennedy Meadows and that's it, that's fine. But I really do want to see about the high Sierras, and the labs were promising, so I have way better creatinine kinase values. However, they are still higher than normal, so I still have to rest, and the doctor said we'll check again in a week or 2, so we'll see. But it is August 17th today. It's a Thursday, and I hope you guys are all doing awesome. Chloe sends her love. I hope that you guys have many happy tales and happy trails until next time. Cheers.